I gave my in-laws terrible Christmas gifts after they banned me from their holiday dinner. My husband Jake and I got married in 2018, and from day one, his family hated me. His mom would make comments about how I wasn't good enough. His sister would ignore me at family dinners. They all thought I was a gold digger because Jake owned his own business. The worst moment was when I brought a homemade cake to their house for dinner. I handed it to his mom in the kitchen, and she literally walked over to the trash can and dumped the entire thing in the garbage, then handed me back the empty plate without saying a word. When I told Jake what happened, he confronted her. Suddenly, she started crying and said the plate slipped and fell on the floor, so she had to throw it away. His sister backed up her lie and said, "That's exactly what happened." Jake believed them over me. They made us sign a Bina before the wedding because they were so sure I was after his money. Fine, I didn't care because I never thought we'd get divorced. Then COVID hit and Jake's business completely failed. We burned through all his savings trying to keep it running. Then we burned through my savings too. Jake got really depressed after losing his business and couldn't find work. He wanted to move to his hometown to be closer to his family for support. I knew it was a bad idea, but I agreed because I loved him. He decided to only work part-time while trying to restart his business, which meant I became the main breadwinner. I was working full-time while he worked maybe 20 hours a week. As the wife, I also became responsible for buying all the gifts for his family, every birthday, every holiday. I thought if I bought them really nice, expensive presents, maybe they'd finally accept me. I spent hundreds of dollars trying to win them over. Meanwhile, any gift they gave us was always addressed just to Jake, like I didn't even exist. We spent every single holiday with them, had monthly family dinners, and every time I tried to join a conversation, everyone would go silent and stare at me until I stopped talking. Early December, they finalized plans for Christmas. A few days later, Jake came home and told me his family decided I wasn't invited to Christmas Eve dinner or Christmas lunch. He said I ruined the family vibe and they wanted it to be just family. I was shocked. I told him, "Fine, we'll do our own thing for Christmas." Then that's when he looked away and said he was still planning to go without me. My own husband was going to leave me alone on Christmas to spend it with people who hated me. That was the moment I knew my marriage was over. So I went to the store and returned every single expensive gift I'd bought for his family. Then I went shopping for new gifts. For his dad, I bought a pair of joke socks from the clearance bin. For his mom, the cheapest bottle of shampoo from the dollar store. For his sister, this awful perfume that smelled like chemicals. The best one was for his brother and sister-in-law. They have this tiny chihuahua, so I bought it the biggest rawhide bone I could find. The dog's mouth was way too small to even fit around it. The whole thing cost me maybe $30 instead of the $600 I'd originally spent. I used that saved money to put a deposit down on a new apartment. Christmas Day, Jake came home from lunch and started screaming at me. He said I humiliated him in front of his entire family, that everyone was asking why I gave such terrible gifts. I looked at him and said, "Why would I spend money on people who hate me and don't even want me at their Christmas dinner?" He just stood there with his mouth open, had no response to that. Last week I served him divorce papers. And here's the best part. Remember that prenup his family insisted on because they thought I was a gold digger? Well, it works both ways. Jake isn't getting any of my savings or any alimony. We had to keep separate bank accounts because of the prenup. Now he can't afford rent or car insurance on his part-time income. He's been calling me crying, asking if we can work things out, but I'm done. His family finally got what they wanted.